Hello everyone, welcome to another video where, well, you expected me to be doing Minecraft, didn't you? Today I was last night I was scrolling through TikToks and saw some feminist stuff, so I decided why don't I go through them all with you guys. So I saved them to a collection which you can do on TikTok and named them TikToks to review. And I've got plenty of controversial TikToks in that collection, so let me just go through them all with you. So first one is,
The thing about a good man that a lot of women do not understand is that he is generally oblivious when she's interested in him, because she will simply smile and wave, sending that as a subtle sign that she wants him to approach. But most men will assume that she's just being friendly.
well, of course, thing is, right, if a man waved at a girl, if a man waved at a woman and smiled, she'd be like, what the f***, this dude's creepy, what the f***, I'm gonna try and get away from him. Whereas if a woman did it to a man, it's for some reason okay. Yeah, no man is gonna take that as a hint of, oh, I like you. Heck to the no. No. But yeah, should not be using signals to show that you love someone. Like, just simply say, I really like you, or I love you, or whatever. Like, seriously, stop being this antisocial society. This society that we have to go through antisocial stuff instead to tell someone we love that we love them. Like, no, we shouldn't. We should simply be able to go, girl, I really like you, or boy, I really like you, instead of going, hi. Like, no, thank you. If a woman smiled at me and waved at the same time, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Just simply come up to me and say hello instead. It's not that hard. Stop being creepy. Like, ew, no.
Because he's had this happen before, and he's only ever assumed that it's friendliness and nothing more. Because most men receive those hints so infrequently that
Because why should they be receiving these hints so often? Like, it's disgusting how if men use the signal towards women, they'd be like, time to call court for a restraining order. Like, what the fuck? No, that's so. If a man does it to you, it's not okay, but when you do it to a man, it's okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Should be treated equally, as I believe. Why should we have to go through? Why should men have to go through so much problems just because women can't get what they want? Like, ew, I'm a trans girl. I can easily say that. And I get treated like a man and it's disgusting. But at least I know the signal should not exist. A simple I like you should be enough to show that you like someone. Like, seriously. No man uses signals because it's creepy. It's creepy to women. So why is it not creepy when women do it to men? Can someone please explain that in the comments? Like, I don't get this whole signal like, no, just use your words. It's not hard. You were taught a language at a young age for a reason, and we have a mouth for a reason, so use it. Like, seriously, it pissed me off, does this?
he has no pattern or evidence
For some reason, my screen recording ended. So hopefully now it'll be fine.
Pattern or evidence to assume that it's anything more. Or even worse, he has mistaken good manners and politeness for interest in the past, and he has been made to feel like a creep because of it. Guys will literally ask themselves, is she just being polite or is she interested in me? And he will most often err on the side of caution, and he will assume that you're just being polite, that you're not in.
Because waving is a polite thing. It's not a bloody signal, is it? It's not a signal to then go, oh, I like you, I really like you, you're really interesting. No, it's just a simple hello. If I waved to someone and be like, hello, or like that, like, seriously, it's a simple hello gesture. Like, seriously, it's a polite thing. You go, hi, and then that's it. Like, seriously,
To him
why is
because
there such a code for liking someone? And this is what I hate about this generation and millennials. Like, just don't. Why make this whole signal when we have words for a reason? Words would be useless if we didn't use them. So fucking use them. It's not hard. They exist for a reason. And kids, if you're watching this, please do take my advice. Don't use signals. Don't use gestures or whatever. Actually tell that person you like them, including you girls watching as well. Just simply say, oh hi, I really like you, and you want to go out sometime. And that's it. Maybe boys will say yeah, or maybe your crush who could be a girl likes you. I'm not lesbian shaming because I am a lesbian myself. I'm not judging on who you like. But yeah, a simple kind gesture is for like waving hello, or uh, or if someone's got earplugs in and you can't hear you, of course you're gonna use your gestures to try and tell them to take them out so then you can speak to them. Like, yeah, gestures for that is okay. When it's a code for communication, no, thank you. Fuck off, mate. Just use your words. All my life, I have never used signals in my life. I have only ever used words because, well, words speak louder than signals. Signals speak less and speak quieter than words. So just use your words, and you will understand what they mean better. Like, seriously, just use your words.
he would rather stay respectful and avoid being called a creep. So ladies, if a man is not responding to your hints, it's probably not because he's not interested in you. He just doesn't realize you're interested in him. All you have to say is literally, hey, I like you. You will like the results.
Exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said. Just simply say, hey, I like you. Like I said. So Emily King is on point here. Do follow her on TikTok if you have TikTok. She does good. She makes good points. Good enough points that she made it on this video. So yeah.
Do you believe in equality?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right. Context. This woman is getting oppressed by a man because the man is proving that this feminist, she claims, makes men pay, and she would leave a man if that man suggested we they'd split the bill. So, context there.
Should the guy have to pay?
Because I feel like it's a respectful thing to do. I like that.
Why can't you be respectful to the guy?
I am being respectful to him. I'm giving him my time.
So he's giving you, but what?
Time? That's more like wasting fucking time. I'd rather be out there than be with this fucker who doesn't even understand what feminism even is. And that's what I hear about this generation and the millennials nowadays. Like, no one understands what feminism actually is, and apart from a few people, like friends at my college, etc., no one understands what the fuck feminism is. Like, seriously.
He's giving you his time too.
Okay. And your point?
But so why does he have to pay?
Why can't I want to go into the... Why can't I like feeling pursued? What's wrong with that?
She wants him to pay because she likes the traditional gender roles, right?
Traditional gender roles, which was literally anti-feminist. Yeah, no, thank you. The traditional gender roles was not very feminist, let's just say. Let's also not forget that if you were a mother, you were forced to stay at home and never go out to a job. A man was forced to go to work no matter what. Couldn't swap roles with women, so then the woman could go work whilst the man looked after the child. That's the traditional gender roles we do not like here. And if you come to England, we will always tell you we are all for equality between men and women. Like, we hate anti-feminists. We are so feminist that this country is more equal to both men and women than it is in America, where for some reason feminism isn't even what it is. Like, and this is what I hate about America. You are all taught completely wrong. Your history is taught incorrectly, and everything's taught incorrectly there. Like, oh, it pisses me off. The only good thing that I do like about America, maths. Maths is taught proper, but more difficult. Like, I've seen a few videos of trigonometry classes, and they're like, what the fuck? It's just so simple a trick, and I see Americans doing it so much harder. Like, seriously, we have formulae for trig, and for some reason Pythag is not understandable in America. Like, what? How do you not understand that a hypotenuse is the longest length on a right angle triangle? And how do you not understand what A plus B plus C is? Just, the C is the longest side of the right angle, which is a hypotenuse, which, to work out the hypotenuse, you work out the opposite and adjacent, and the opposite would be one length and the adjacent would be the other length. The opposite and adjacent doesn't matter in Pythag. All you need to do is know what the hypotenuse is, which the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which, if you want to make it simpler, a squared plus b squared equals h squared, and that would be even more simpler. And for trigonometry, you have opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Whichever angle you're working on finding out, the hypotenuse is always the longest length anyway. You've got the adjacent, which is adjacent to the angle, and then you've got the opposite, so it's not that hard. So yeah.
Well, I guess if you want to put it
Right?
that way, yeah.
But isn't that antithetical to equality? If you want
No.
equality, you have to have it in all realms. You can't just...
I literally
Equality
do.
is not a buffet. You don't get to pick and choose what things you like
if
and
I'm
what
in
you
a
dislike.
relationship with somebody and that's been established and it comes to like financials, that's a different thing.
See what I hear about modern feminism? This is not feminism at all. Modern feminism is more like, we hate men. We must hate men. We shall hate on the men. We must remove men's rights. Fuck no. Heck to the no, I don't believe in that shit. I believe in equality between man and woman, trans and cis, gay and straight, etc. I want equality between everyone. Everyone deserves equal rights.
Women are being specifically programmed by society to reject the idea of seeking out a life partner that would be a good long-term commitment for them. Instead, she should be putting her career first. She should be climbing the corporate ladder first. She should be putting herself first. Draw yourself a bubble bath and drink a glass of rosé, girl, because self-love is going to be way more important than...
Self-love is, yes, very important. Of course you need self-love. If you don't love yourself, and you don't treat yourself the way you should be treated, you're going to go through pain of mental health issues. You are going to go through depression, anxiety, etc. And that's the problem. With this whole feminist shit, all this is being thrown away. Like, focus on yourself first. If you have if you have a family, do the same. Think about yourself as well. Yourself will impact on your kids. So yeah.
Investing in a long-term relationship. Similarly,
Relationship can be optional. You do not need a relationship. Heck, you don't even need to be with someone anymore just to have kids, because there's so much technology for turning bone marrow into, well, using bone marrow to fertilize your eggs. Like, seriously, that's cool. You can literally have kids whilst you're a lesbian, and that is amazing, by just getting your partner's a sample of your partner's bone marrow and having it turn into embryos, which then would go into your womb. Like, seriously, that still blows my mind today.
that is causing the friend zoning of countless men who are really looking for that type of relationship, but we've convinced ourselves that all men want is sex. So why would we even spend the time? Why would we give them 5 minutes of our day to invest in something that could be the greatest thing that ever happened to us, but instead we're trying to put all of these pointless things first in our lives that ultimately 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the road are not going to make us have wholesome, happy, and fulfilling lifestyle. Women are being specific.
I literally agree. The fact that women are rejecting men because for some reason they think that all what men want is. I'll blur that word out, by the way, in post-production. I'll blur out any of the non-family friendly words. Don't want to get demonetized for this. So, but yeah, they think men only want, like, no. Men do not want, they just want a long-term life partner, who will treat them right and treat them the way they should be treated, which unfortunately doesn't exist in the world today. Like, seriously, it's so rare to find a partner who has, it's so rare to find a couple who has stayed together since like high school or elementary elementary school or whatever, or middle school. Like, it's so rare to find them. Like, you will never hear the words, "Oh, we met in high school and we stayed together since high school." That's so rare to hear. Like, it's so disgusting nowadays, and I'm fed up of it. I struggle to get a girlfriend before I discovered I was trans. And this is because they assume that all I care about is sex, beauty, and it disgusted me because, like, seriously, looks ain't a thing for me. Sex, I do not care about. I will save this for after marriage, so then we are stabilized to have kids, and I will only have sex just for kids. I am so against sex. Well, I'm not against it, but I don't believe in it, if you know what I mean. I don't like it. Like, just no. But yeah.
I think some people.
Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig in this one, about is the Barbie movie Feminist, which it is, by the way. It is especially feminist and amazing at the same time. It covers feminism in the way it should be covered, and I love Barbie for it. So
Hear the word feminism means that doesn't mean men, and I'm like, well,
yeah, no, it does mean men.
Anyone who believes men and women should be equal is feminist.
Exactly, and I love Margot Robbie for this, because she is a true feminist, just like Greta Gerwig and America Ferrera, etc. They're all actual feminists of society today, and I look up to them for it. Like, seriously, this is what feminism is. Anyone who believes men and women should be equal, that's feminism. And thing is, this is where the confusion is at. So people think because it has the word femin, which is what female is, like, they think that it means superiority of women, but no, it's not. It's seriously not. It's just called feminism because it's a female movement to equalize both men and women. So that's why it's called feminism. And you can Google this if you don't believe me. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying I know, but it's more so that it's more common sense. Like literally that feminism just means rising females to equality. Simple as that. Femininity should be equalized, and so should masculinity. And if it was the other way around, we'd have masculinism as well, or masculism, or whatever, which would be an equalization of men and women. So, and this is what people keep getting wrong so much. Like, it's not called feminism because women are the best, we must rule the world, or shit like that. No, thank you. I'd rather if there was no patriarchy or matriarchy, which Barbie does cover how bad matriarchy and patriarchy can be, and how easily manipulated matriarchy can be. Like, you can easily manipulate matriarchy, and that's the problem with society, and that's why matriarchy could never exist today, because it's so easy to manipulate. But in Barbie, one of the characters that's realizing how easily manipulated patriarchy can be as well. That it's so odd how men are ruling the world, but also unable to favour themselves. Like, seriously, it's what I like about Barbie. It just covers the important politics of the world, and this is why I praise Barbie so much. But yeah.
So,
It's that simple.
But I think some people hear the word feminist and like associate a lot of negative baggage with the word. And
So what is it for you in the film? If you think, if you guys are comfortable, you guys, there I go, look at me, you know, if the actors, if all the people on set are comfortable, they get that the word belongs to the film. How so?
I think it belongs to the film because I think it's because when we were making it, the whole Barbie is like an icon that, as Margot was speaking to, that it's both. She exists in the both and, not the either or. She's not either good or bad, or, you know, is that diving into the complexity of it and not running away from it, but like looking at all the thorniness and stepping into it, and also looking at all the thorniness and stepping into what is the negotiation of what women need to be, and how to give them something other than a tightrope to walk on is how it feels feminist to me.
Margot and Greta are such queens for this. Like, seriously, the fact that they are teaching young women, the films, the 12 is over 13s, young 13-year-old, well, over the age of 13, so young teenage women, what feminism is, and that we should be trying to put that to the real world, give the real world true feminism, to give everyone equality, but yeah.
Women have a problem with submission because they view it as it's something that's negative. No. You should be able to submit to your man because you should be able to trust enough in his leadership. And a lot of the times when you men say, like, oh, I don't want you going to a bar, I don't want you going to a club, it's because you're a man. You know what happens there.
Right, yes, I agree.
You know that men...
Yeah, because, like, you should really be trusting a man who says, don't go to a bar, because men who have gone to bars, I'm not a man and I don't go to bars. I'm not even old enough yet, and I'm probably only ever go to bars for a quick pint and that's it. But what women don't understand is that that men know what goes on in a bar, and that most men go to bars to pick women up, and that's what happens. Everybody knows that, but you know that something's weird going to happen if that woman is going to the bar, and then realize, well, and then suddenly not coming home on that same night, which entirely shows that that they're cheating on you. You easily know that they're cheating on you if they are going to a bar, and women need to stop. Women need to stop thinking that men are trying to rule your life. No, they're not. They're trying to guide you not to be what you're sought to destroy. They are trying to not make you a massive hole. So yeah.
They just want to, or there's weirdos that want to put shit in your drinks, or there's drama, or it's just a whole ass environment that you can't be there to protect your female if it came down to it. You would have to live with that guilt. You know what I mean? She gets assaulted and you can't do nothing about the man that did that to her. You would live with that. And women don't understand that. They think it's control. No, your man's being a protector, as he should. And as a woman, you should respect it. You should honor the fact that your man can see the dangers that you can't. Simple as that. Women have a problem.
Yeah, And I'm hoping that you young women watching this, who are still teens or whatever, I hope you lot, if you ever get married, and if you're straight, or bi or pan, and you date a man, please do trust them. Please try and trust them, but don't go into trusting them after like the first date. And on your first date, split the fucking bill. That is the most respectable thing to do if you're on your first date. Split the bill. We suggest to split the bill. And the man will go, well, hopefully goes, okay, we'll split the bill. And do not argue back at them either. Because seriously, you said that they'd be splitting the bill. So they are splitting the bill. And that is the most manliest thing you could do. Well, they could do. That is the most manliest thing a man could do. Splitting the bill. That is so respectful. Like, it's beautifully respectful, and I stand it so much. And I hope you lot start realising that too, that it's more respectful to split the bill than to go, oi, because you're a man, you're going to pay for my dinner, okay? Yeah? Right, thank you. No, split the bill is two people eating together, therefore split the bill. Two separate dinners on the same table, that is deserving to be splitting the bill. You don't have to split the bill when you're married or whatever, because usually when you're married, camera cut off there. I'm gonna end it here because I'm having storage problems, and that's why the camera stopped. I'm currently uploading the footage onto Google Drive so then I can download it to my phone because my phone has better storage. I'm currently recording my face with my phone at the moment because of it. So thanks for watching. Please do take all the advice I mentioned and use it in the real world. It will be really useful for not just me, but you and society. This will improve society so much better if you took my advice from this video. But yeah, please do pass this on to other people. Share this to your friends, so then they can take this to their friends, and basically keep spreading the awareness of what feminism really is. It's not what it seems like. It's not what the people who are feminist claim it to be. It's much better than that. It's more we must promote equality. We must have equality instead of, oh, we hate men, we want to destroy men, we must eliminate men. It's not that at all. That's just toxicity. That's called being a man hater. Man hater and feminism are two different things. But for some reason people keep, these man haters keep labeling themselves as feminists, but they're not. As a feminist, I know what feminism is. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon. if you want more reactions like this. I might start doing more commentary stuff now as well, so please stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.